This episode of Ty's Eye Help is brought to you by HostGator. What's up guys? In this video I'm going to be doing a review of the Hoverbar. The Hoverbar is an adjustable arm for the iPad 2. So it comes in a few pieces. First off is the clamp, which allows you to clamp and tighten to an object such as a desk or your iMac or a nightstand or somewhere in your kitchen. And then of course you got the adjustable arm itself, which on one end screws into the clamp and on the other end has a little ball, which is actually the joint, so you can actually maneuver and turn and twist the iPad clip case, which that's what I'm going to call it. And of course they give you an Allen wrench so you can actually tighten down the clamp onto the object. So basically what this adjustable arm allows you to do is clamp your iPad to something and you can suspend it in midair in any position or angle. The clip case for the iPad holds it in very tightly so you don't have to worry about it falling out or anything like that and messing up your iPad. One thing I didn't like about the clip is that you can't have a case on your iPad if you want to put it in it, but that's just something you're going to have to deal with if you want this. It's pretty easy to set this up. You're just going to screw the arm into the clamp, and on the other end where the joint is on the arm, you're just going to put the little clip case on there, and then you're going to tighten it down so that it doesn't come off, but it can still move around and maneuver and twist and everything like you want it to. Once you got the arm itself put together, then you can go ahead and put it on something. Make sure you don't have your iPad in the clip case while you're doing this, because that's not safe for your iPad. So go ahead and clamp it onto something that's thin enough to where it can actually fit all the way around it, and then you're basically just going to tighten it down. It does have these rubber grips on the clamp, so it's not going to scratch anything if you're putting this on glass or for example the back of your iMac, so you don't have to worry about it scratching anything, and it's going to hold tight and grip it really well with that rubber in it. So once you got it tightened down, basically you're just going to adjust the arm a little bit to where you want it, and you're going to put the iPad 2 in the clip case. So that's pretty much it. Your iPad is now out of the way and just floating in midair, and you can adjust it, you can move it wherever you want to, adjust the arm to whatever angle you want it to be at. Of course you can twist it left, right, up, down, landscape, portrait, however you want to, and the arm should hold up pretty well. The arm itself is really strong, which makes sense because it's going to be holding up your iPad 2. Sometimes it's even hard to move it around when it's clamped to something with your hands. Not that you can't, it's just you want it to be strong because it's going to be holding up your iPad. So like I said before, you can clamp the Hoverbar to the back of your iMac and have your iPad floating above or beside your iMac. It looks really cool, kind of like futuristic. This is also really helpful if you're using it for working. You want to have notes to the side, or you could even use, I think the app is called Air Display, where you can use your iPad as a dual monitor and it's sitting right there floating beside your iMac and not sitting on your desk taking up space. This is also really cool in the kitchen if you can find a place to clamp it. I personally couldn't find somewhere in my kitchen to clamp it because the cabinets didn't have enough space, so it couldn't clamp all the way around it. But if you can find somewhere, this is pretty awesome to have your iPad floating in midair off the countertop so you don't spill anything on it or get flour on it or anything like that if you're cooking. And you can see your recipes on it, or if you want to, you can watch Netflix while you're cooking and your iPad's out of the way without any risk of anything spilling on it. For people who use their iPad for work or school, you could clamp this to your desk and have it floating in the air and have your Bluetooth keyboard below it and type your notes and everything like that, your reports or whatever you're doing on your iPad. And that's pretty cool because it's kind of like a desktop. Obviously it's not because it's your iPad, but yeah, you don't have to have a desktop. You can just have your iPad floating right there above your desk, and when you're done you just push it out of the way. One thing that I personally like this for is being able to clamp the iPad to my nightstand, if your nightstand will let you do that, because I can lay there and watch Netflix on my iPad. I don't actually have a TV in my bedroom, so this is actually really cool because I could like adjust it at whatever angle, and I don't have to like sit at a certain angle so I can see the TV. I can just lay down and I can adjust the iPad to where I want it to be. So I thought that was pretty cool to watch Netflix just laying in bed. So now for my thoughts on the Hoverbar. It's an awesome adjustable arm for the iPad 2 if you can find somewhere to clamp it. If you can't, or it barely clamps onto there, it's not probably going to work. When I did try to clamp it on my cabinets in the kitchen, it just kept wanting to spin off and it kept falling off. So it's kind of hard to adjust the iPad to where you want it to be if you can't get it clamped on right. The arm itself is kind of annoying sometimes. It will hold up the weight of your iPad 2, but you kind of got to adjust it at the right position, and you got to twist the arm right for it to do it. And especially if it's extended out all the way without being bent, it pretty much can't hold up your iPad. But if you get it the right angle, it'll hold up your iPad just fine, but it just takes a little bit of messing with to get it right. And I'm not sure how to exactly explain how the arm is made, but it feels like over time it will wear out and not be as strong as it is now. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Right now I haven't noticed any difference in right when I bought it, but it does feel like it'll wear out over time. Maybe I'm wrong about that though, because I haven't had it long enough to determine determine that. One thing I really do like about this, no matter really where you're using it, gets your iPad out of the way even though you're using it. So you can just have it floating above your desk, and you can still have stuff up under it where normally you wouldn't be able to if you have like a little stand on your desk or something like that. One of the downfalls to it, in my opinion, is that it does cost 80 bucks. I find that to be a little bit expensive, but if you're one of the people that use your iPad all the time and don't even really use a desktop or laptop anymore, this is probably going to be awesome for you. Another downfall to this is that it won't work with the first generation iPad, and we don't know about the iPad 3 yet, but I'm guessing it may, just because it's only a millimeter thicker, but I may be wrong about that. So pretty much it just makes for a really cool looking adjustable arm for your iPad 2 to keep it out of the way and to help your workflow. So if you guys like the Hoverbar and want to pick it up, I will give you guys a link in the description down there below the video so you can check it out and buy it for yourself. Now before we head out of here, let's take one last look at our sponsor for this video, HostGator. HostGator can get your blog or website up and running in minutes. With plans starting at just $3.96, you'll get 24/7 support and access to website building tools with over 4,000 templates. They'll even migrate your current site over for free, and their servers are 130% powered by wind energy. For Vision 3 and my viewers, HostGator is offering 25% off your order or your first month for free. Just go to HostGator.com and use the promo code TIZIHelp3 at checkout. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review of the Hoverbar. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below, and if you did enjoy it, make sure you click the like button down there below the video. I appreciate it and it helps me out a lot. And let me know if there's any other products you'd like to see me do a review on also in the comments. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do tech videos like this all the time, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.